Hey, you're about to watch another video of mine. Thanks. Black lives still matter. They have always mattered. But the fight ain't over. So, check the description for petitions and things you can do to help. Because we still need to be working on this. We still need to be signing petitions, donating where we can, when we can, of course. And yeah, wear a mask in public. Alright, on to the video. This has been your Pam PSA. Hello BookTube! Welcome back to my bookshelf. My name is Pamela, and today I bring you a book review video of Middlegame by Seanan McGuire. What is this book even? Who knows? It's really weird. It's really, really weird, but in such a good way. In the greatest way possible. This book is really weird. So if you don't like weird books, this might not be for you. I didn't script this video, but I have some points that, like, things I want to say. They're written here. I just hope that my computer can stay awake. Yes. Admire my sticky notes. I just admire the aesthetic I built with black sticky notes with white ink on them. Yes, I annotated this book, and I just had black sticky notes with white ink, white gel pen ink. And I read this in like 6 days, which is very impressive for me. Big fantasy-like books like this would usually take me a lot longer to get through. But this book feels so small in my hands now, maybe because of all the sticky notes in it, I don't know. And I loved it so much, I forced my boyfriend to start reading it, and I've stolen the copy back so that I could do this video. Anyway, so yes, this book's really weird in a great way. I'm usually very meh about fantasy. I'm not the biggest fan of fantasy. But sometimes you find some gems. And Seanan McGuire has such wonderful writing. What is it about her writing? She just pulls you in with every line, every page, and every chapter ending. I'm like, what happens next? Tell me more. I would like to know more. I heard about this book from Kayla from Books and Lala. She is so lovely, and I fell in love with her love for this book. And I was like, I need to have this. How did I not hear about this book? This came out the day before my birthday in 2019, and I didn't hear about it until a whole year later. I heard about this at the end of May. Because I was just like getting back into watching BookTube, and I watched a lot of Kayla's videos. And she would not stop talking about this book, which is excellent, because I could feel her love for this book, and I was like, I want that. I want that. Anyways, this is about two twins, a set of twins named Roger and Dodger. I know, ridiculous name, ridiculous set of names, but it's okay. So, Roger and Dodger were created by this man, this alchemist named James Reed. And so Roger and Dodger are like destined to become gods, sort of. And so, since Reed created them, he can then claim their power, their godhood for himself, and like just control them and control the universe. And basically this book follows Roger and Dodger from a young age, so you get to see them grow up, and antics ensue. And this book, oh man, do they become gods? Does Reed succeed in controlling them? What the heck is this cover? But like, you have to read to find out if you even get answers. So, one criticism I saw from a few reviews on Goodreads was that this book leaves you with a few unanswered questions at the end. And I do agree that, yep, you can be left without some answers at the end. But I'm also totally fine with the book leaving me very confused. So speaking of confused, I was confused for like the first chunk of this book and the last chunk. The start was difficult for me because I just didn't understand what was happening. But I pushed through and I got to learn things and it went better, yeah? And then the end was confusing because the fantasy and the alchemy stuff just went over my head. I was just lost. I had to reread certain passages to like just try and understand. I think I even like half whispered some aloud so that I could like just hear the words differently and just, oh my god. Anyway, so yeah, this book does get really weird and confusing. But yeah, I was just like, meh, for some of those passages, and I just had to reread them to understand. And even then, I'm still like, what the hell? The middle of this book, though. So the start was confusing, the end was confusing. The middle was so good. That was so much fun. I had so much fun reading the middle of this book. So yeah, if I could have a whole book on Roger and Dodger's life, like every year of their life, that would be cool. Yep. Shauna McGuire, can I have that, please? Please? I would now like to read you some of my sticky notes that I have here that can be taken out of context without being spoilery. But if you don't want to hear some of my thoughts because you think they might be spoilery anyway, just because, like, the progression of things, I guess, then you're fine to leave this video here. That's fine. Thanks for watching. Right? Okay, I will link my actual Goodreads review below too because, I don't know, I just talked about some different things than I talked about here. Alright, let's see. What the absolute swear word was this paragraph in parentheses? This is both confusing and, /but, makes a lot of sense, or at least some sense. First contact. This point is where I knew I'd love and would die for Dodger and Roger. Reconnection. I actually screamed. And I did. I'm scared and excited. This might be my favorite page in this book. And for those who have a hardcover copy, it's page 322 and 323. What? No. Biggest, what? Moment. So big I had to say it out loud. Like, I was sitting and I read this and I went, what? Why do I like that line so much? It's so pretty, it's tattoo worthy. Will I get a Middlegame tattoo? Maybe, who knows? It'd be very easy to just get something like this. Who knows? Just a good moment. And above that I wrote, my heart! I literally wrote, watch out, this page and the next are confusing. I had to read them twice. That gives you an idea of how confusing this book is. This sticky note just says monumentous. This one just says, I don't know if you could see that. It doesn't really matter. Another set of confusing pages. And then what a lovely final line to end such a weird and magical book. And I like how that sums things up. Yeah, weird, magical, but not necessarily like, wand magical. The way that people like say that alchemy is magic, that's the weirdness of this book. If you did watch all the way to here, thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Let me know if you've read Middlegame. Did you enjoy it? Did you think it was really weird? Yeah, let me know in the comments if you have any thoughts on this book, if you're excited to read it. I hope this maybe convinced you to read it, because, oh my god, do you see all these sticky notes? That shows my love of this book. I love this so much. I don't know what to do with my life now that I've done it, I thought I was just going to read this book and be like, wow, that was great. But now I've read this book and I'm like, it was great. I don't know what to do with my life now. I have decided what I am going to do. I'm going to go get the audiobook and immediately reread it with the audiobook. Because it sounds fun. I really like the little snippet you get on Libro.fm, which is the website I used to have audiobooks. Yep, just, yep. Yep. Yeah. Alright, thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great day.